It's 4:20 somewhere, and right now that somewhere is right here. Hey there, I'm Janae Burris.
And I'm Jake Browne. Welcome to the Cannabist Show, where we talk all things weed. Janae, nice to see you. How was your holiday?
Pretty good. Played some poker, and that's all I need for a holiday. I don't even need to know what the holiday is.
The old poker holiday. Where are you playing? A little acey-doocy, hold'em?
Little hold'em, you know, that's my thing. Just winning a little money off of my friend.
Okay, so you came up. Can we talk about how much?
Not that much.
Is that gauche?
I didn't lose. Okay, that's the important part. I didn't lose.
Where were you playing poker?
I went over Aaron and Kyle.
I'm just totally going to narc on you right now. I'm like,
no,
all right,
it was a friendly
Janae's got
game.
this underground poker game.
Those are legal, totally
friendly.
legal. Totally legal.
All right, so a little poker. Nice.
What about you? How you doing? You had that big move.
I am done moving.
Congratulations.
I hate moving, but I do like finding a bunch of random weed. That was nice.
Of course you have random weed.
But I don't know what to do with it. All this weed that...
you don't know what to do with it?
Well, no. Listen, it's all so old. It tastes really weird. So I need some suggestions from our listeners. If you're watching, if you're listening, what should I do with this old weed? Don't tell me to smoke it before I've done like edibles with it.
Can you make like a facial exfoliating?
What are you trying to say about my skin, Jay?
Nothing.
All right, so I'm gonna rub a bunch of weed on my face. No, that's where I'm at right now. I found a bunch of drugs and now I don't know what to do with them. All right, now let's go to the week in weed, everybody. All right, a Bay Area company has just announced they raised $8.1 million for what they claim is the first marijuana breathalyzer. The Hound Labs product can detect weed on your breath for a few hours after smoking, just like my mom in high school. The biggest problem they face, getting people to blow instead of inhaling and politely passing to the left.
Nice, okay. Oregon vineyards try their hand at an obviously perfect pairing, long overdue in my opinion, cannabis farming and tourism. Hello, what a genius idea. Wow, Oregon is on the board and ready to play with this ultimate wine and weed pairing. Bring it on, Colorado. Oregon wants to compete for those dank dollars. Finally, a vacation option that feels just like, you know, you never left your own living room. That's the kind of vacation I like. A vacation geared towards people like me, where the only gear required is a wine opener and a lighter. None of that 14er calorie burning, enjoying the great outdoors garbage. Along with wine and weed pairings, I hope the Jacksonville, Oregon vineyard owners offer activities after the tour, like snacks on the sofa, movies to fall asleep to, waiting pool time, and late night naps.
Wait, what's a late night nap? Isn't that just sleep?
I don't know. I prefer naps, so.
All right, deal. Speaking of vacations, Katie Shapiro's summer smoker supply suggestions are now up on the site. Janae, my favorite is the Helinox beach chair, because I like imagining I could afford $170 for a camping chair.
Yikes. Okay, really? The chair. Did not figure you for a chair guy. Took you more for the majestic juggling sticks kind of guy. Just, I saw those sticks, I was like, yeah, this is Jake right here. Just. You never juggled sticks before?
Listen, I am barely coordinated. I can put together an outfit, that's about it, and most of the time I'm failing in that regard.
You look like a stick juggler.
That's not a compliment.
It sounds almost racist. Stick juggler? No, I didn't mean it that way.
That's a nice little euphemism. What did you see on the list? Anything jump out to you?
My favorite thing, of course, the bicycle hemp playing cards. Hello. You know that winning rent off my friends means a good time.
Janae has a gambling problem.
Tiny. It's so tiny. And I just want to give a shout out to Barry. Rematch when you're ready. You're a marked man. All right. I want my money back, Barry.
Oh, God. Yeah. I think it's good for the listeners to know that, yes, my father-in-law is a card shark and he does not accept cannabis for payment. Now, actually, to his home state of Pennsylvania, where police seized a 72-year-old's home because her son was busted smelling small amounts of pot on the property. Now,
smelling it?
Just smelling it or just selling it?
Just a young
selling
guy
and smelling.
Sitting around smelling some weed. We can't smell weed. This is not America.
No, he was busted. So he had a little bit of pot that he was selling, apparently out of there, and his mom's minivan. But a recent court ruling could mean she gets it all back. On the flip side, if the cops also take her dog, she'd have a #1 country hit.
Oh, that's sad, a sad story.
Took
Jake.
my minivan, took my dog, took my home. My son's in jail. It's the song of a generation.
Oh man, that's so sad. Is this how the baby boomers are retiring now? In sadness. Okay, this is me. The green rush has made its way to California's Salinas Valley. Finally, you guys. I spent a season performing theater in Steinbeck country many moons ago and would be totally happy to go back and enjoy the sweet and musky aroma of pot plants in the air versus the usual scent of cabbage decaying in the summer heat. That's what it smells like in Salinas.
Smelly
It smells so bad.
What happened?
Because there's just cabbage farms and lettuce farms everywhere. So at the end of the season, it's just like rotting, and so.
Because what, cabbage sales are down?
I don't know.
People are getting that jazz cabbage, if you know what I mean. God, that's
so silly. What does it say? I can't help but wonder how different the Steinbeck legacy might be if the valley that inspired many of his most famous stories offered a little herbal inspiration. In today's Spark of Genius, new segment, y'all. I'd like to offer Mr. Steinbeck a few alternative titles, okay? Number 5. Smoking a Log from the Sea of Cortez. Okay, now this book is just the same as the old book. Instead of collecting marine specimens, though, Steinbeck and Ricketts collect cannabis specimens, and they share a joint.
That is a deep cut.
Number 4, you not into literature?
Oh, yeah.
In Dubious Battle. Okay, In Dubious Battle. That's the play. Okay, that one's self-explanatory. Number 3. Number 3, East of Whedon. Hello. Same story of brotherly rivalry, but they share a joint and move on. All right. See how Whedon's helping all these Steinbeck stories? They're not as sad anymore.
I don't think they're stories anymore. It's just two brothers sharing a joint.
They get over it. They get over it. Dad loves you both, okay? Okay, number 2, of Seeds and Stems. Yeah, you've all read that one. Lenny is way more chill in this version. And number 1, The Grapes of Reps. Still about the Dust Bowl, which is now packed with weed instead of despair. And in the movie version, Method Man replaces Henry Fonda.
Okay, that was amazing. I want to see, what is it, Spark of Genius?
Spark of Genius.
All right, watch out, Spark Notes. We've got the hottest spark out there now. For more on that story and the rest of the Week in Weed, visit us online at thecannabist.co. Now let's check in with our own Professor Pat for this week's entry into the new cannabis lexicon.
Trichome. Holding the majority of the cannabinoid content in the plant, the trichomes are crystalline structures which coat the plant's bract and leaf surfaces. Looking much like a mushroom when magnified, the head contains the majority of the cannabinoid content and essential oils, but the stalk also has some value. To hear that in a sentence, the trichome heads on this sour D are huge. I can't wait to see what the high is like.